Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Blue Vale here on City Skylines. Welcome back to Vale Shores, the area we built last time out in the city. I'm just adjusting my microphone, so if it's picking up any noises. Also, the audio cut off randomly in the last episode. I have no idea what that's about. So last time out we built Vale Shores. Very nice part of the city. It looks lovely from above. It looks less good from down below here because I've had to turn the graphic settings down just so the game doesn't balk itself. You might also notice we've got a little bit of pollution here. I thought it would be a really good idea to stick some light industrial in these parts here. It wasn't the best idea I've ever had, I'll be honest. It's caused, if anything, lots of pollution. So I'm going to replace some of it with commercial. And autosave kicks in at just the worst moment as well. I'm going to keep some of it as industrial, like this centre bit here I think would work well as industrial. Just to have a little something over here by the old railway lines. This office bit here used to all be industrial as well, and I dezoned it when I loaded the game up just now to turn it into offices, because it was just a little too extreme. Same as what I'm doing over here basically, just got a little too polluted, so I thought I would dezone some of it, save our residents from a little bit of pollution. Also, I built this connecting road here from one side of the city to the other, and today's episode, funny enough, is all about connections, because we're in a position now where there's quite a lot of traffic building up in this particular part of the city. I'll show you some of the traffic calming introductions that I've made. This roundabout is now 2 quarters, so half. I don't know why I said 2 quarters. Half controlled by lights. The other 2 junctions here, I didn't think lights were necessary. This roundabout over here is now controlled by lights. So this junction here, this one here, this one here, and this one here are all controlled by traffic lights. To be honest, the traffic has calmed down a little bit. I think a lot of it was just people moving in was causing a lot of traffic. But even so, I just wanted to make sure that we definitely had traffic under control. And I've also introduced some more traffic coming. I want to remove the parking from this road, because that's not what it's for. And this road. And to be honest, these roads too. This one here I'm fine with parking, but this bit here I didn't want parking. Yeah, that's all good. And I don't think there's any along this way. There isn't, but there is along this road, and again, that's absolutely fine. Transport is what today is all about. Getting people to and from Vale Shores. Now we have the railway, the main railway here. Eventually this will be hooked up as well. The station, which this street is still called Young Street, which I'm quite happy about. Young Street here runs all the way along to over here, and it even runs down this way. And in fact, this is Young Street too. Interesting that it's made all this one street. Yeah. In that case, I might build a bridge here that hooks up over here as well. I don't know. We'll come back to that. But yeah, transport. We will get the railway up and running, but right now the only way to get to Vale Shores is by driving. There's no buses that come over here, there's no trams, nothing. We're going to fix that. So one of the things we're going to do, probably not today, but eventually this light rail line here, I was thinking of tunneling under the river and emerging over here, but I might actually have to bridge it instead, because if you look, we're actually quite elevated here compared to how it is down by the road there. So that, I think, is going to be a bridge that goes over. This connection here to and from this road is going to be removed. Likewise on this side, this is just going to be a light rail. I think it's going to come this way, curve that way, and I'm going to try and get it to connect up to this here, and then run as an elevated light rail system somewhere through Blue Shores. The more I look at it, the more I think it will actually work better somewhere over here and come this way. But today what I'm going to be looking at is bus. I'm going to try and get a rapid bus transit system up and running in Blue Vale. And it's going to start over here at Blue Shores. I'm tempted to make it come this way, and then it's going to end up over here in this part of the city at what's this, Yard South, where it connects up to this bus station, and then from here it's going to run, or there's going to be one branch that runs up through the yards this way, and then when it gets over here it will do something, I don't know what yet, and then there'll be another branch that comes off this way, again on a bridge, over to Vale Shores here, and then somehow get over to here. There may also be a branch that runs from here up and over and into this section as well. That bit I'm not 100% on yet, but I would like to make this section here a dedicated bus, and maybe even this road here, possibly all the way up to this junction, but again, I haven't really worked that bit out yet. The main part for me is getting buses to and from Blue Shores, the yards, and Vale Shores. If I can get those three things done, then I'll be happy. If we can then get Vale Shores up to the yards north as well, and also Blue Shores up to the yards north, then I'll also be happy. So, I believe I have still got some BRT assets. I do. Excellent. I think there are some stops as well. In fact, there's one. I don't know... some of these would work. Some of these I don't really know how to get working. Like, I think these are just props, so I'll have to place them at the side of the road, which is fine. I can do that. Yeah. Is that these islands? Did it say narrow island, small island, wide island? So yeah, that might involve having to do some stuff with these, but that's, you know, that's also fine. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it in a second. But first of all, we're going to cross the bridge between the yards and Vale Shores. So let's get on with it. So as you can see, I'm having some problems here connecting up these two sides. I'm trying to avoid as much street running as possible. So you see over here we've got this street running section, which I think I'm going to change, to be honest, and make it a little less street running. And then here it goes into its own dedicated lane again, which I do like the look of. I just need to extend this out so that it's less. There we go. And then I'll connect the lanes up and it'll hopefully look really cool. Let's see if I can do this without messing everything up. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. I kind of wish there was one like this, but where the bus lanes were on one side. And I could in theory do that manually. And that might be what I end up having to do, you know. So I have a single 2-lane road with trees, and then a dedicated bus lane right next to it. And actually, the more I say that out loud, the more I do like that idea. And then the dedicated bus here can then cross over into this section. I'm also tempted to put this bus stop bit here. Let's remove that node as well. There we go. And then we can do something like that instead. That I think I like better. What we're going to do with the bus down here yet, I have absolutely no idea. We'll come up with some solution. But yeah, I might do some work here. But right now the priority is how on earth am I going to get from here over to here, crossing over as few streets as possible, because also I can't really do anything to the railway here. I have an idea actually to do with building a bridge and then immediately diving down underground. So let's see how well that works, shall we? Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. I think it works quite well. I like the way the road here goes over the top of the bus that dives underneath, although there's a little bit of a slope there that I wasn't expecting. Let me see if I can figure this out. Whoops. God, this game sometimes is almost impossible to control. There we go. And then from here to here. There we are. And then from here over to here. That was a mistake. Don't actually know if I can fix that. I could probably fix it with the terrain tools actually, because as long as the bus goes underneath the motorway, which it does do, this shouldn't be a massive issue. I can just fix that with some terraforming. All good. Okay. So yeah, it goes from this bus station over here. I thought I'd build one manually rather than just using the pre-made ones. Just a little bit of operational interest more than anything. So it goes from here along this way and splits into two. One goes this way, we'll come back to that in a sec. The other comes this way, runs underneath the road, alongside the railway, and then where the railway disappears into a tunnel, the bus goes up over this road here, drops down, and then there will be a stop here. Which reminds me, actually, I wanted to make this, if I just create another node, sort of, there, would work. And then if we connect you to you, and then here we're going to move this up. Get this bit of road as flat as possible. So I'm going to do a little bit of move it here. How's that looking? I'd say that's looking pretty good. It's flatter than it was, and that's the main thing. We're then going to use node, what's this? Network multitool, sorry, not node. But we're going to remove that node for a start, and that should smooth this out nicely. And then it dives underground, re-emerges over here, where there's another stop, which I think I have on this road here, but I'm tempted to actually move it here instead. because I think this would look cooler. Come on, game. There we go. Like that. And then we can use this node here to connect up to that node there. There we are. These will have sidewalks, just because. Might as well now. And then onto the bridge here, which has a slight curvature to it, but not too bad. And then it drops down and it runs to the Yards South bus station here, which I really like the look of. From here, it will then continue in this direction. It will dive under this road here. And then it will run through this area, which hasn't been built yet. And then when we get to this point over here, I think we're going to... First of all, this station here I can see being moved, because I don't really like it where it is right now. And then I can see it hopping up and over this road here, and then it will gradually slope down, and it will connect up with this road here. And then at this point, this becomes part of it. You know, because it is a normal street, but, you know, it's dedicated bus lanes. We have got emergency vehicles as well, I suppose, but it could be a lot worse. And then from here, when it gets to the top here, it will turn back into bus rapid transit and it will go somewhere else. I don't know yet. It might even just terminate outside Vale Shores North railway station here. In which case, this last section, it will just run on a normal street. We don't know yet. That might just be its temporary terminus. I do like the idea of redoing this area here, though. So if I was to grab bulldozer here, remove these stations. Then I want to resite this station. Can I? There we go. Bit more like that. I think would work better. And then the bus can come over this and then slope down and connect up there. That I like. Also, this tram depot here is going to get moved. I'm also tempted to build a new bus depot over here somewhere, just for the Transrapid buses, or the Rapid Transit, sorry, buses. I'm getting confused with my OpenTTD stuff now. So if I was to build a road out like this, sure, and then somewhere, yeah, one of these. Compact bus station, no. Biofuel, bus depot. One of these is what I'm looking for. If I just search for bus depot. Oops, only 1p. This. One of these ones. This is just the solar panels. So I think it'll be this one. But I need to make the road here zonable, so that I can actually add it. So if I say zone anarchy on, upgrade this road, or is it this I need to use? There's a way of doing this. Nope. There is a way of doing it. I'm sure there is. Force number of rows in zone blocks. Huh. I've sworn there was a way of doing it. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I'm just being dumb. But yeah, I will use a tool somehow to get this to work. I could just for now use this road here. I think that's how it was, wasn't it? There we are. And make sure that nothing else can spawn on here. Or no other vehicles can drive on here. And if I do this, like so. So you are Young Street BRT Depot. There we are. Okie dokie. That's all fine. Something else I've just noticed is these intersections here are a little too low. So we'll bring these back up. Try and make this flat. There we are. Now I could put those bus shelters on here. That's an option. Maybe we'll come back to that. But I like this. I like this a lot because this can be used by actual buses as well. It's not limited. So I think that works pretty well. The only thing that I would change if I could was to make this a one-way system. But actually I like the fact that buses can use both sides. No, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that as is. Right, next on the list then is this road here. We're going to make this road look a lot nicer. Okay, here we go then. We've fixed the road. We've made it look a little bit nicer. Honestly, everything that I've built in City Skylines, I think this here is actually one of my favourite pieces. It's not perfect. You can see that the road here isn't exactly straight. There's a bit of a graphics glitch here with some of the pavements. And this junction here, actually that's not too bad. It could be worse. But I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with the way it works. I am going to get an exact hex code for this for these bus lanes, by the way, so I can redo this, make it look a little bit nicer. I just wanted to do something here to indicate that it's buses only, and I was going to do something similar across these interchanges as well, and across this bit here too. I will do all of that off camera, but for now we have one last little task to do today, which is set up some bus lines. So before I do anything else, I'm going to save the game. There we are. Now I do want to make sure that emergency vehicles and trash can get to this depot, and it looks like yes they can. I could in fact just add a little extra street here as well to make sure of that. But yeah, that's just to make sure that this will all work once it's connected up. Let's get started then. I didn't connect the bus rapid transit over here. I will probably do that next episode as part of the light rail scheme as well, because I have I think somewhere I did download a raised tram stop off the workshop, but I don't know if A, it actually downloaded properly, B, if it's going to appear in the game. That would have been useful. Yeah, that but bus would have been awesome. I'm not seeing it there. It could be a park, in which case your guess is as good as mine. If I just, I don't know, search for trash. What are these? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. If I just search for tram quickly, maybe it will appear. I don't know. Probably won't. I did download some kind of raised tram stop. Actually, is that it? Nope, that's monorail hub. Bus, train, tram hub, trampoline park. It's not hugely important. If anything, I could end up building something like this instead. It's fine. But I wanted to try and get the light rail elevated through some, if not all, of Blue Shores. I know it kind of spoils the view a little bit in certain sections of town, but it could be worse. One more look for elevated. I know that I did download one. It's just a case of where is it? I'll have to go look. It'll be somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, if I can't transfer this, then that's what I'll do. You can kind of see already where this track could potentially go. And then somewhere over here, it will snake its way back down. In fact, it might not even do that. It might just carry on elevated, and then over here it would drop down, and then this depot, hopefully, will start working at some point. But eventually the tram line will get extended further out into maybe this industrial area as well. So let's have a look at buses then. I think most, if not all, of our bus lines should start over here, just so we got a fair idea as to what's going on. Now let's go like this, and then bus line, which is down this end. I think we could start here, and we're going to head down towards the yards first. So we're going to have a stop there. We're going to have a stop there. Can't remember where they all are now. A stop here. And then it's going to go into this bus depot. Pick a slot. Let's go with that one. And then potentially from here, we could then continue the journey up this way. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I think from here, we're just going to send it back. We'll redo all the BRT lines in the future. Right now it's just to, get these things in and functional. Now, we're not going to stop at... Actually, no, we are going to do this. I was debating whether to split it up or not, but I think I am going to do it just like this. You're going to be BRT01. I might make you a slightly different colour. There we go. I know that one very well. Young Street BRT depot. Yep, that's perfect. And then if we could get, I think I've got a ride BRT vehicle somewhere. I used to. Ride Rapid Transport Bus. There we go. Perfect. And we'll get some of those out. If I could affect the modifier as well. 47, that should do. Nice. And then the second line, we could start it from this berth here. And it's going to scooch under to over here. Now, how am I going to do... Actually, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We'll put one there. We'll put one somewhere. There's going to be one here. We know that much. Like that. Ooh, I'm liking that shelter. And then there's one here. And then it's just going to turn around and come back. Although, for the sake of it looping around the correct way, I'm going to do it like this. Now, as long as that doesn't impede on the road, which it appears not to be, that's actually freaking cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's stick one there. Stick one. Now, see, this is where it's a little bit tricky. I'm just going to pop it here for now, and then I'll try and move it after. Like so. You are BRTO2. And again, if I can get it down. Come on. Select the vehicle type first and then see if I can do it. Some of the little clicky things in this game, they're still, you know, for the most part, they're good. But there are some where I just don't think they work very well. And this is definitely one of them. Very annoying. Let's fix this up as well. There we are. And yeah, I need to get this 57. 45. There we go. 45 works. Okay. And I've got to try and move this stop. I had a feeling that these roads might be trickier to do. If I could get it on any of these, even if it's not the same street. Huh. It's a bit awkward that that's not working. Come on, game. Behave. That's actually very annoying. Let me see if I can fix that quickly as well. Save the game. I have a feeling I'm going to mess this up in a second, but we'll save the game anyway. We'll give it a go. Because whatever I do here, I'm going to have to do somewhere else over here as well in order to make this work. Although, first of all... Yeah, look, it works on the out, but not the back. There we go. That was actually relatively painless. It's just still not going where I want it. Oh, come on, game. Come on. Move it out a tiny bit more. Yeah, that's actually... Oops. Yeah, crud. That's actually incredibly annoying. So that one, easy. This one, not so easy. Holding shift isn't doing anything either. Well, I might move this one back here anyway. And see if that'll do anything. Let's put this road back where I found it. And pop. There we go. Yeah, how far can I move this and still... Okay, that's a fair ways. You're not supposed to be there. Alright, let's remove that one a sec. Can I do this one first? No. It's just not letting me place a stop at all in this direction, which I find really interesting. Like, really interesting. So I'm probably going to have to go away and do this off camera. I could for now just place that one there. That's fine. Yeah. Intriguing. I am also tempted to upgrade this road to the BRT road still, just to get these really cool shelters. I mean, look at that. That is super cool. I don't know how practical that would be with loading and unloading. Like, you can't really get into it from this side, but that might just be because it's on a slope. So if I flatten that out, in fact, you can see it's on a slope and how that has affected it. If I come to this one, which is also actually on a bit of a slope, if I flatten these out, then yeah, that would look a lot cooler and would work a lot better. Let's have a look at the ones over here, because this one I believe is flat. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. And we got people there already. That's crazy how quick that happened. Wow. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end this episode. I am going to fight and fight and fight with this. I suppose for this end, what I could do is move this one here as well and just do that. And then this middle bit, it doesn't matter too much. And if it really is causing a problem, then I'll take this stop out as well. I appear to have messed this junction up now, which is not convenient. And this one over here. There we go. And yeah, that looks alright. Again, it's on a slope, so there's a bit of a platform there. But if I was able to smooth that out, which I should be able to, then that will look freaking cool. That will look really freaking cool. And I'm loving this road down here, and I am going to remove this stop here for now. If I can find a way to get them back in, then great. If not, we've got to stop at this end, we've got to stop at this end, and we've got to stop over here. And actually, they're roughly equidistant apart. If I could get another one here, that would be great. But if not, never mind. One last thing then, before we do wrap up. Hopefully, we get to see what these buses look like. There they are. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Those look cool. I like that a lot. I'm also going to really quickly... Oh, no, it did work. Yeah, that's cool. I just wanted it to loop around like that. And the way I'm going to fix that is by reducing the speed limit in this little section here to 10. And then on the outside to 20. There we go. And then this bit here, 20. Like so. Cool. That forces that. And then, yeah, this is set to 25, which I didn't really want. So that's a 50. It's called bus rapid transit for a reason, after all. So let's raise that speed limit. That one's already done. Over here, though, it will drop down. In fact, I think there it's still going. Where the hell are you going? You're doing some weird things. I might have to move these slightly further apart. Maybe. We'll see. It's actually seems to have fixed itself, which is nice. And then speed limit on this section here, 45. That is quite quick. I'm going to make that 30. And all of these 30 as well, because at the end of the day, this is a residential area. Yeah, make all of these 30. We don't really want to be responsible for anyone getting hurt now, do we? And that's not a threat before anyone says anything. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm desperately going to try and get this rapid transit to work down this street. If it doesn't, then we'll have to come up with a better alternative. I'm trying to remember what I did when I created the light rail system on the last map. I think the difference with that was the fact that I had the light rail in the middle and then had the roads either side. So I always had the light rail that I could click on. Whereas with this, it's not quite as easy as that. I think that's the difference. I'm going to make this road here 30 as well, purely because people are going to be walking alongside it, and I don't want anyone to get hurt again. And once we get to this bit, it'll speed up to 50, and then back down to 15 as it slopes into the bus stop. I really like this as well. Look at that. Bloody hell. 350 people. Yeah, okay. So this was a good thing to do. Where are you going? No. No. How do I stop intercity buses from using this? Actually, that's a good question. I don't think you can. I think I'm just going to have to live with the fact that intercity buses will use this bridge too. Which, you know, they're buses. They do count. It's just a bit annoying. Alright, I think that'll do for this this episode, everyone. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how this looks. I think this is great. It's a really nice addition to the city, and hopefully the light rail, whenever that arrives, I wanted to say next episode, but I think next episode is going to be continuing to work on this bus and getting this up and running and working correctly. So when the light rail does arrive, whenever that is, I think it'll be really popular too. I can see it sort of coming along here somewhere, maybe even down this bit and terminating at a stub, maybe here, and then reversing in this direction. Where that's going to run, I have no idea, because obviously it's going to come from here, over a bridge, onto this, and then I feel like it's going to come along this coastal bit here, and then somewhere it's going to turn and head up. But again, I think it might have to drop underground. And then the one from here is going to run through and across the yards. Somewhere it's going to have a station here, separate to the overground tram here. And then again, it's going to somehow, I think this one will drop underground, under the river, and then it'll merge again somewhere and run on its own dedicated track, probably this way. And I feel like this is the one that's eventually going to head up towards the airport, but we'll see. For now though, everyone, thank you very much for watching. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you have too. If you have, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you've been enjoying the series so far, it really does help me out. Lets me know that you're enjoying what you're seeing. Otherwise, if you've got any ideas for future episodes, be sure to drop them down below. Always looking for new ideas. Or if you have any suggestions for how to get this road here to work, do let me know down below. Maybe the problem was I offset both roads rather than just one. And that's probably what's cost me here. So yeah, if you've got any solutions to that problem, let me know down below. It'd be very much appreciated. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.